Hey students, this is Ms. Reynolds, and there seems to be a few questions on how to complete some of the work that is in the folders for today, and then I will go back and look at yesterday, which would be Tuesday. So for today, Wednesday, what you would see, and now don't get confused, okay? Because I have everybody broken up into a different group. However, you are only going to have access to the group that I have assigned to you, okay? So you're either going to be seeing in your specific folder for today, and really for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of this week, that you have the Angelus, the Hughes, or the Plaths, okay? So you are in one of those three groups, okay? So don't be like, oh my gosh, why don't I have all three of them? You're not supposed to. All right. So for today, what I've asked you to do, and I've given you instructions for, is how to have a PDF read aloud to you. Okay. So when you look inside your folder, depending on what group you're in, now the one thing that all three groups do need to complete today is the item called The Young Poet Finish the Story. Okay, and that is something that you can work on today and tomorrow. It doesn't have to be completely finished today if you need some extra time. But what is nice about this is that you have the beginning and the middle. Give it a minute to load. The beginning and the middle of a story already provided for you. And then they're going to ask you some questions that you can then answer, which will help you to then write your ending. Okay, so these questions are essentially your graphic organizer, except in a question format. Okay, so this is a little different than how we typically would do it, but still making you think of how to answer and finalize the end of your story. Okay, so once you answer those 8 questions, you then take that information and you will do the actual writing piece, which is using some of the ideas you wrote for the thinking questions. Now, you don't have to use all of them, only some. Okay, write the rest of the story about Marvin's poetry dilemma. Be sure to include dialogue, so things that the character would say. Okay, write in complete sentences using correct punctuation and capitalization. I'm going to add that in. Okay, be creative and use the blank pages that they give you. The one thing I am going to say is that, you know how in OneNote or in Microsoft Word, I allow you to use the dictation app so that you can speak your story or your writing if typing is not your strong suit, right? And that's okay. You can do the same thing in Schoology. It just looks different, okay? So before I get to that, let me go back to this. So for any of the PDFs, all you need to do is download it. So click on the download button. That is going to put it onto your desktop. Okay. Now, if it doesn't automatically open in your Adobe what is that called? Application. Couldn't think of the word, sorry. Then what you need to do is, I'm just going to lower this for a second. What you'll do is you're going to go into your file folder that's on the bottom of your screen, and then you'll go into your downloads, and that is exactly where you will see it. Okay, it should be in your today or most recent, and it should say the name of the file. All right, and it will be a PDF. You double click on it, and it should then open it inside of Adobe. Okay, so let me do this for an example. we'll do this one for an example here. So if I download, so mine actually pops up on the bottom, kind of creates a bottom row on my website, on like my web browser. All right, I don't know if you can see that, but that's what we have here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pop that open. Now, I don't have any options here for this to be read aloud, and that is what I need. So I'm going to actually download this again. And this is kind of tricky, so it's a little bit easier if I just open it from my downloads. All right, so I go to my downloads, and here it is right here. See, the young poet finished the story. So I'm just going to double click, save, yes, go ahead and replace it. All right, so then I'm going to go ahead into this, and I'm going to just double click on this. And now this is going to open, see how this opened now into Adobe, which is very different than it opening on the website. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. And I'm going to go back to Adobe. And so here it is. So now if I look at the instructions, which I'm going to go ahead and kind of minimize this screen a little bit, so I can look at the instructions while I am also looking at, see how I'm just resizing this screen? So this is just showing you guys how you can easily resize your screen. So see how I have them both side by side? Okay, so this makes things a little bit easier to look at. So I'm just going to go right back to my Wednesday folder because that's exactly where it is. So here it is, read this. Okay, so if I look here, it will say open the PDF file. Did that. Go to the page you want read. Well, I want the whole thing read to me. From the view menu, select read out loud. Okay, so I'm going back in here. So here at the top, here's my toolbar here at the top. Here's my view. And now I'm going to click on it. And look at that. Read out loud. And then here it says activate read out loud. So that means I haven't done it before, so I'm going to activate it. So I'm going to go back to this again, read out loud. And then look at this, guys. All of a sudden, I now have available read this page only or read to end of document. All right, so I can either select just the one page I have showing, or I can have it to read it all the way through to the end. So, and that is my choice. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click read to end of document. Okay, so all I did was just kind of click into the file and it paused, stopped talking. Okay, so obviously it works. All right, so as long as I open it in Adobe, it will work. All righty, so now we know that that works and all is well with that. So you can do that for all of the PDFs. All right, back to Wednesday. Now I have read or listened to the story. And obviously, if you have to listen to it more than once, that is not a problem. Please go ahead and do that. You do what works for you, right? You know your learning style and you know what you need to do for yourself. So from there, you then are going to click on the assignment, okay? And so all of these have the same setup, and I did this purposely for us to practice using Schoology in this way, okay? So you're going to click on the assignment. Now, mine looks different than yours, okay? I don't have a submit button, all right? But when you open yours, you will have a submit or submission button. I believe yours says submit, okay? So if you look here on the instructions, that I have, and they all will have the same type of instructions, okay? So if you click here, we'll say click on submit. Click on create tab. Okay, it's the second tab. Then you'll just number the questions as they're listed in the PDF. So if it's number 1, 2, 3, 4, just like you would on a piece of paper if we were in the classroom, right? If you were writing down, okay, number 1 is A, number 2 is B. All right, same idea, but this is just on in an online document, okay? And it's gonna, once you submit it, it's actually just gonna send it directly to me, just like if you were to write it down on a document. Okay, it's the same thing, except it's through Schoology. All right, so it's just a different way for us to practice. And so look here, I said you do not need to rewrite your sentences, like for the question or for the answer choice. All I need is for you, if it's a multiple choice question, just write your answer selection. So if it's A, write A. B, write B. Okay, you get it? And then I will ask you, though, that you either write or speak your story. Okay? Now, if you speak your story, I am going to ask that your story is clear, that it is filled with pause, okay? Because basically when you pause, that is when you are putting in a period or putting in an exclamation point or putting in a question mark, okay? When you speak, you're still telling your story, but you have to you have to say it to me in a way that I will be able to understand it and I'll be able to really hear what you're saying, okay? So those are the two big criterias if you're going to say your story, all right? So I'm going to show you an example of what that icon looks like. Okay, so if I am going to say my story, this is what I would do. So see here, I have a submit. This, I already submitted this, but if I was going to do it again. All right, this is the same pop-up that you will get when you click on the submit button. All right, so this is exactly what you will see. All righty, so here you see upload, create, and then resources. All right, so you won't have anything in resources at this time, but upload will be where you see the audio video recording button. Okay, if you click on that, I'm not going to do it because I'm already recording something, but if you click on that, you can go ahead and either record just the audio, so just your voice, or you can go ahead and record me seeing you and your voice so I can see, you telling your story. So that is how you can say your story, okay? So that is what you would click on. Now, the create tab that I keep referencing is here, right? So I click create and look at that. It looks just like a Word document, except on Schoology, okay? But here, I do not have the audio option, all right? So I have to go back to upload for that, okay? So here's the audio video recording option, all right? You click on that, and then you can go ahead and say your story or say your answers if they're a long response, all right? And that is fine. But remember, clear and make sure it's clear and make sure it is understandable, which I think I said another word earlier. So whatever the other word was that I said earlier, go back to. Okay. All right. So let's go back to courses.